What's up, everybody? Welcome to Monday Night Live. Antoine's already here. Welcome to the stream. How's your week starting off? How are things going? What's up? Art is what's up for the next hour. Woohoo! Alrighty, I'll let everybody sort themselves out here. What the heck? Oh, I moved everything, that's why. Going good, thanks. That's good. Things are good here. It's been nice weather, so I've been getting outside, getting some vitamin D, soaking it in. As you can hear outside, all the children are playing outside. So it's been nice getting outside and getting some of that fresh air in the house, things like that. It's been good. It's been good. All right. So we're back today with a little bit more tarot. I have worked on this a little bit since last week. I finished another card, which is in the queue, and then I have this guy. So I started putting some of like our sticker outlines on the sticker on the card here, and then I have just one more section to go, and then we'll play around with some color and some shading and highlights and stuff this week. So let's get that prepared. All right, so we're doing good. I did the math today. We have 18 cards left. 18. We're almost there, guys. Almost there. And then, oh, that's the right size, right? Oh, sorry, my thing is on the move. There we go. And then we're going to be all done. I've got, well, the art part will be done. Then I have, I want there to be a book that supports the deck. Usually when you buy a tarot deck or are given a tarot deck, it comes with a book that explains the deck itself, but then the cards and what they mean, and in this case, kind of where they come from a little bit. So I'll be building that, as well as I wanted to do a bit of a project that kind of explains the deck and the process a little bit more in depth. So still much work to be done. Luckily, I've done a lot of that kind of copy ahead of time in the form of like the Behance projects and the blog posts and all that kind of stuff. So a lot of the content's there. It's just making it look nice and neat. And my thing's not sticking. You're supposed to stick to the thing. So lots left to do still, but feeling pretty good about where we're at. I was looking at the math today on my break at work, and if I stick to the plan, we should be in good shape. Oh my gosh. I had someone comment on one of my cards on Behance the other day, and they were saying, you know, is this a tarot deck? You know what? Would you like to collaborate and do a full tarot? Is this a tarot card? Would you just do a whole deck? I was like, well, funny story. I'm already doing one. Check out the rest of the profile. Thank you for your comment. I am really happy with the point that I am at with this project, because as I've mentioned before, I was a little worried I might get burnt out partway through, or just be like, I'm not really interested, or completely change styles or something partway through and then start making a bit of a mess for myself, or make it a frustrating project instead of a fun one. But there's nothing about this that has deterred me from doing it again. It won't be immediately. It will be sorry, my thing's not sitting still. There we go. I would not be opposed to doing another tarot deck, but I probably would not do what I'm doing this time, where every card gets its own illustration. I would probably do something like the deck that I have, like this, where it's got like each major arcana will have its own illustration, and then maybe the kings and queens, but then like all the cards, like the 9 of cups, that's 9 cups. So I'd probably do something like this where like the suit cards have kind of like a ace club diamond kind of situation where they're a little bit more consistent on their own, and then kind of save the more detailed illustrations for things like the king and queen and jack cards, or the major arcana, and use that as a theme instead. That's a lot less cards. It's still a lot, but again, who knows? We'll see. But I'm gonna let this be the only full deck I've done for a long time, for a little bit. Don't want to overshadow this guy. Gotta let her have her dues and make room for some other projects later on, but that's still a little while away. I have no idea what I'll do when I'm not doing tarot cards. So what are things like in your part of the world, Antoine? What is new? We have nice weather here. I had a good weekend. I was out with some friends and colleagues for a friend's birthday, and got to be outside on the nice, beautiful weather. Yesterday, I was anticipating crappy weather. They were calling for crappy weather, so I did not be proactive and get my balcony ready, so I should probably do that this week. So I don't have another weekend of like, oh, I wish I could sit on my balcony. Silly goose. Okay. Okay, save. Okay. So we have a lot going on in this card. I want to make sure that I am taking the appropriate steps to ensure that this is not chaos when we start throwing the shadows in. So I think we'll start by putting in the shadows we know for sure are gonna be there. Yes, we will start by doing this one. So we're gonna put a multiply layer here. This is under this guy. Okay. And we want this to be nice and big. And I made this a multiply, right? Sure did. Okay. So I want to make good and sure that this is nice and okay. I wanted it big, silly. Coherent, because this is like a busy element anyway. Like the description in the book was really busy, and then the elements that I'm adding in for just to be more related to our deck, well, to my deck. Those are elements I want to make sure that are all nice and clear. I don't want it to be too hard to look at. Okay, just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Yeah, man. Okay, so do that one. And then the next one is this one? Yes, okay. I was going through some older files on Friday. And I found some early tarot content. It's so fun to see where the cards are coming from and everything. That's why I'm eager to do the book and everything. Hang on, where did that come from? That's from a different... Okay. Sorry. That's why I'm eager to do the book and things, because it sounds like a lot more work, but like I'm eager to kind of like wrap up the project. You doing that kind of, as I've mentioned, I've been kind of going through some old sketchbooks and some things here in the studio, and I've been finding the tarot content that I did initially when I was first planning this guy out. So I'm really excited to dig through that and just pull it all together and see how much has changed or how much hasn't changed. Like, I did find some sketches where I was like, I didn't change my concept of that card even a little bit. Like I probably could have used the sketch I did 10-15 years ago for the card, and it just like was very solid, where other ones kind of have morphed a little bit. So I'm very excited for that part to just kind of tie a little bow on it. But like I said, lots of work to do. No, not losing sight of what we have going on here. So it's pretty exciting. We've got lots of fun projects in the wings. There's lots of chaos, lots of fun busyness happening around here, which is my favorite. Come on, you. Okay. I think I mentioned this last week. I think my Apple Pencil is croaking on me here. And I don't think the pencil is. I think the tip of it is. Let's go in and see if I can replace it. Or if I'm just asking too much of my poor iPad with all the files on it too. We'll do a little bit of self-assessment first. It's entirely possible that I'm asking a lot of this beautiful, beautiful iPad. Okay, and then we have, what is that? Oh, something escaped. Some extra pen weights we didn't want. Okay. Oops, 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 oops. Aggressive, aggressive, aggressive. Okay. This one now, which is this guy. Oops. Multiply. Come on, you. What is happening? Seriously, bro. Not during the live stream. Okay. Oof, oof, oof. Loving it. Not loving that kind of like gap that's created with the red there, but I think we're going to be okay. It's just an illusion of the iPad there, I think. I saw some halos around the red that's on the roses, and it wasn't really living for that. But I think it was just an illusion. So I think we're okay. Now, that's not what I wanted to do at all, but that's okay. Go away, please. There we go. Cancel. Okay, so we kind of are in a scenario with this guy where we kind of have two shadows. All right. Okay. Main big shadows done. Okay, and then I wanted to do over the this guy, I have a couple plans. So we're going to make it a multiply. And do I have my, oh, I do. Yay, past me. I was looking for my reference layer. I didn't have a memory of making that reference layer, but I think I did it during the live stream. Thank goodness. Okay, so I think we want to do paint inside, because I have a couple little plans for this. I'm just going to have this be a little bit on the lighter side. I know I've been usually doing this darker, but I have a plan. I have a vision. Oops. A little bit more challenging because it's all busted up, but that's okay. Have an idea how I want this to come through, but I want to make sure that the rest of it's not too busy first before I commit too hard to it. So you may have to wait till the card's done to see the idea. Oops, I missed a spot. I missed a spot. All right, save. Oh, la 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 la. Okay, now I think what we're gonna do is some fun stained glass magic. And we're gonna put that up here now. I think we're gonna start with the feathers, so we'll put them here. And because we have the gray selected already, we're going to do the dark shadows. All right. Oh, I don't want to paint inside. I want to paint outside. And then I'm going to do, while I have that selection selected, I'm going to do the overlay as well, just to make sure that I don't have to reselect that after. I just two birds with one stone, right? All right, now there's a serious lag on that iPad. Holy cow. Okay. I will Google as to what the heck's going on there. I'm already on the second feather now, and OBS isn't even showing it yet. I'm in the future. Okay. Oh, no, silly. I wanted this layer, you silly goose. Okay. I'm going to do the teacup and our characters up top. A lot of decisions need to be made, kind of like No, I know for sure that I want these here. So let's just go with the things that I'm sure about. So that's kind of been the best part about having kind of a rhythm or a style laid out for these cards, is that if I'm ever unsure, I'm like, okay, I don't really know where my colors are going to go, or where I'm going to confidently put down the next idea, or I don't know where, if a shadow should go here, if we should kind of switch it up. If I'm ever unsure, I have that kind of style to fall back onto. So if I'm like right now, there's a few things I'm not really 100% confident on how we're going to move forward with them. So now I'm like, you know, for sure I want these feathers to be stained glass. So let's just get that detail in there, because I think normally what's holding me back is being not sure about how it's going to come out. So I'm like, oh, maybe it's going to be too busy. Maybe it won't be able to support all those shadows, blah, blah, blah. Put the shadows in and put the content in. And then that way, you know what visually you have to work with. And if you have other things to add or take away, or maybe it is too busy, maybe it's not, maybe it's, it could handle all the detail you want to throw at it. Maybe it is too busy, and so you just decide to keep it simpler on different sections. But this is like, if you're doing a large project like this, a style would be my number one recommendation, is just get that kind of stuff in, because that will help you move through anytime you gonna get stuck. Like, that's what I like. Once I'm done the sketch, I love doing the line art because it's zero pressure. Except for like something like this where I just had like a sketchy mess that I had to kind of clean up. But generally it's like, okay, I'm just using a 3-point vector brush. Just draw your lines out and figure them out as you go. Then throw on the heavier weights and all that kind of stuff. So it takes some of the pressure off, and it lets you kind of ponder what your next steps might be and where you might want to go from there. So lots of options. So I know for sure there's somewhere for me to go if I'm ever unsure about what the next steps need to be. All right. It takes just some of that pressure off and some of that stressy business off. Like, it took a long time to get to that style. Like, I'm not just kind of like lightheartedly saying, yeah, just get a style and go with it. Like, that was the thing that held me up from starting this project, was the style. But like, like keeping in mind that that's what I was building when I got going, and then getting it to a point where I was using it for every card. So we didn't, and so it just becomes a little bit natural as you build through, you know? Okay, do I want a highlight on this? I don't know that I do. I think we're just gonna leave that plain. I think I might even take the do I want it out of both? So that just sits plain. I kind of like that. Okay. Yeah, this card's doing what our High Priestess one was doing. There's just huge gaps, but I think that's mostly on the paintbrush side. And we're going to clear that out, but it just doesn't bode well for large prints of this guy, but I think that's okay. We'll see how it comes through in the end. There's still lots that has to be done here. Excuse you. Thank you. I thought I was doing really well. I have the erase inside on. I was like, wow, I'm really impressed. I'm not going outside the lines. Fresco's not going outside the lines. Okay, okay, no, that's the right one. Turn that off because we're going to start taking out our edges here. Now going back and seeing some of the cards, like this is why there's still lots of work to do. Like, I luckily had a style very early on in developing the cards. Like, I think within 4 or 5 cards, we at least had a starting rhythm. I think the way I handle the files and the way I built them and things definitely evolved as we went through, as I found efficiencies and as I figured out new things Fresco could do for me and all that kind of stuff. There's a few things that, like, once we're done, I may go back and just do tiny tweaks. Not that I didn't see anything that kind of stood out to me as like a full redo by any means. The little things like our fortune teller at the beginning, who has all those candles around her. I have her sitting next to the fire dancer that was just posted last week. The fire dancer's fire pops a lot more on the card. So I want them to also stand out. So it'll be little things like that, going back in and making sure that the that things like the fires are consistent and the textures are all working and the shadows are all handled the same way. So like I said, it won't be a huge drama thing, but there'll be some adjustments for sure. It is fun to see though, like I have I don't know who uses Trello, but I have a Trello page that's just for the tarot cards. And I post a cover photo of each one every time I finish one of each card. And it's pretty awesome to see them all together because they all look like they belong together, which is outrageous to me. I know that's the goal and the intent, but that was my biggest concern, and they all kind of have fallen together naturally, which is really nice. No, kids in the hall. Might have a mojo meltdown here, guys. Please hold. Oh man, no mojo meltdown. He's doing so good. Oops, that's absolutely not what I'm looking for. Be curious to see and go back and see how the stained glass styling comes together on all the cards together, and the lighting, the shadows. Like, I know I've picked kind of the same light source. Like I usually always do like a top left situation, so I tried not to make that overly complicated for myself. My natural default is to have the shadows fall a certain way, but yeah, it'll be fun to see them all together. I should get some music on in here. I did some quick royalty-free kind of outputs for my longer videos, like the Meditation Monday and my Stickman video and such, because Instagram doesn't love us using copyrighted or seemingly copyrighted music for very long, and those are longer videos. And I had a thought partway through the process that I should have some sort of music while I'm live streaming, and that is where that thought ended. Curses. It is so quiet in the chat. I was just having that same thought, Antoine. Everybody's supposed to be lurking. I don't know if it's a Twitch thing. I was having some trouble, like, kind of chatting with some people earlier, so maybe it's obviously working because we can hear from your lovely username. But maybe there's a glitch or something. If not, people can lurk. That's okay. Some Mondays are like lurking business instead of working business. Let's try that again, shall we? Here we go. Oops. Goodness me. Everybody's probably outside in the lovely weather, which is fine. I completely understand. More kids in the hall. Oh man. Yeah, I don't even have like a huge pile of updates because everything's kind of behind the scenes work right now. Getting all these cards ready, getting stuff ready for the fall. Got a few markets lined up now. I've got a few irons in the fire there. Much to work on. It's all just the busy work in the backgrounds, which is exciting for me. Not always as super entertaining for everybody else. It's just unfortunate that I have to like go to work to fund all of this chaos because it's getting in the way. Save. I'm kidding. I don't mind going to work. It's just when it's like, I want to be at home painting. It's hard to be motivated. Okay, so this guy is not the one I want. This guy is the one I want. Pew, pew, pew. Oh dear, oh dear. It's getting aggressive. erase that after. I forgot. Okay. And then this one. There we go. Clear all those guys out. Okay. Now. Back to our paint inside situation. So, like I said earlier, I have 18 cards left, and it's pretty well balanced. Like, I was a little bit, the way it was starting out, a lot of the tent and the circus cards, so like a lot of the performers, they were done really early on because they had lots of ideas for those cards, and the magic and mood ones were kind of lingering. And so it's kind of working out that way. I think I only have 2 tents and 1 or 2 circus cards left, but then even then it's like only like 4 or 5 mood or magic cards kind of left. A lot of major arcana are left. So it's just kind of interesting that they kind of ended up even. I was kind of expecting to be almost like doing back-to-back magic cards or something for a while, or something. It's all coming out balanced, which is nice. It's not boring for all y'all watching on the Instagram and stuff. A little lively. Okay, so one, we have to get rid of this. And then we come up here and we do this. Oh, no, I don't want the paint side. That's why it's not working. I mentioned before, when you do that paint inside, because what it's doing right now is it's referencing the line art that I had put as my reference layer. So it's drawing inside the lines for me. When you turn it on though, your eraser also does that by default. And for what I'm doing, I don't love that so much, but I could see for other projects it being more work to have to do the eraser and the brush, so I'm not going to knock that feature just yet.
Here's what I found.
Siri thought I was talking to her. Sorry. Anyway, so yeah, I'm not going to knock it until I use it on some different kinds of projects just yet. But if you are going to use the paint inside feature on Fresco, know that your brush and your eraser are going to do the same thing. Nope. Penny's here. Welcome to the stream. Everybody's waiting for Penny. How are things going? I enjoyed your streams this weekend and week, etc. that I was able to finally catch. Yay! I did not set up a doggy cam. Although I probably could. He's probably sleeping right in front of the security camera, so. I think he's kind of figuring out that, because usually I'll turn the security camera on before I leave for work. So I'll either be in the house or in the hall when it turns on. But past few days I've turned it on when I got to work. And he's like staring at it. I think he's figured out what it is. Like grumpy staring. Yeah, we were saying it's pretty quiet today, but I don't know where, if it's like this where you're at, Penny, but it's really, really nice here, so people could be outside, which I wouldn't blame them. It's very nice outside. How is your week starting, Penny? Oops. It's super nice out. I had to do some chores, but I made it. Woohoo! I had to do some chores too, and I'm always like, on days when I have lots of things to do, I have to set an alarm and be like, don't forget the live stream's tonight. And you're doing it. So don't forget. All right. Okay, we'll hit save. Hydrate a touch. I'm gonna start riding my bike again because I put air in the tires. Good call. Yeah, I was thinking I didn't do much on my bike the past couple summers, but I think this summer definitely might have to get her spiffed up and ready to go. So maybe that'll be a project in the next little while because it's good for you. But also, gas prices are freaking outrageous. It's going to look too much. I can't really bike to work. It would take me a really long time. And I would probably be putting my life at risk significantly. So, but I can bike other places. Take advantage of some of the nice bike trails that are around here, etc. What's my favorite thing to do outdoors? See, like I grew up going camping, so I enjoy camping, like being out with a campfire and being by the water a lot. As far as like a day to day, like I really enjoy like a good walk or like a leisurely hike. Getting out in nature and moving. Like I'm a huge walker. I like to walk. And when it's like really warm out, I do just like sitting under a tree and like reading a book. Like just being low key. That's my favorite thing. So that's lots of favorite things actually, but more on the low key side. I'm not a huge like heat person, so I'm not going to be like going crazy. But volleyball is fun too, so all the things. What about you, Penny and Antoine? What are our favorite outdoorsy things to do? Because it's getting to be outdoorsy time. I just love the fresh air and all that kind of stuff. Always fun. Alessandra's here. Welcome to the stream. Penny says, I didn't even think about sitting and reading a book outside. That's really fun. Yeah, it's fun. Like, I am very lucky in that I have like a huge, beautiful balcony. So it's almost like an extra room in my apartment during the summer. And I love sitting and reading out there all the time. It's my, like I try in the pandemic a lot, like I'd have my coffee before I'd start work. I'd just sit and read outside. It's kind of nice. Alessandra, we're talking about our favorite outdoorsy thing to do. What is your favorite outdoorsy thing to do? I said there's lots of things. Like I like to be out, like by a campfire, like taking in like a campfire if you're out camping, or a bonfire in a backyard somewhere, or just sitting by the water. But I like to like, for as far as like exercise or something, like walking. I enjoy biking, but I will default to a walk more often than not. And then, like I play volleyball and stuff, but sitting and reading a book is good. Do it during the summer. I got plenty of graphic novels. Good choice. Sometimes sitting and eating a graphic novel and eating some nice ice cream. Good choice. Penny says, I used to like to climb trees, but now when I fall as an adult, it hurts. Yeah, we don't bounce back as much as we used to, right? Yeah, that's awesome. Another peeps. Yeah, it was pretty quiet in the chat for a little bit, but Antoine and I were hanging out. It was fun times. I meant eating ice cream, not the graphic novel. Hey, you know, fiber is good too. How did your show go this weekend? I think I joined in on one of your streams last week, Tuesday or Wednesday, but it was only for a little bit, so I didn't say hi, but I saw it and it was looking like you had lots going on. Yeah, climbing trees. We used to like to climb the trees in our yards. Like our neighbors were same age as us, and so we'd use both of the yards, and we would want to climb the trees, but we just really shouldn't have been climbing the trees. More because we were probably damaging them more than we were doing anything else. They weren't really climbing trees. Alessandra's show went great. It was yesterday. Excellent. Poop today, though. Yeah, the day after is always that adrenaline crash for sure. You were dressed as Elsa for the show? That's amazing. Grocery shopping, cook and prep meals. That's hilarious. That's awesome. Very tired. That's fair. That'll be me after when I get back to markets and things. I found like the last few that I did like relatively recently, like right before the holidays, I was feeling good after them because I was kind of like in a rhythm and I knew what to expect. But I know when I go back to it, because I'll have been out for a while in the fall, that I will be very pooped the next day. Je suis très fatiguée, indeed. I thought that might be how to go, but I didn't want to. That's the traduction. Oh my gosh, I forgot traduction. My goodness gracious. I was in default to say it was fatigué, but I didn't want to mess it up. Antoine's the guy to go to for the French, for sure. For sure. Oh, thank you. Oh, in all capital letters. Je suis fatigué. Très fatigué. Sorry. The translation. Ah, yes. I knew where you were coming from with it. I knew what you were trying to say. I knew what was up. Well, that's good. I'm glad that the show went well. I'm sorry you're tired, but that means there was lots of good hard work. That's amazing. I love it. Is anybody planning to stream this week? Do we have dates and times we can tell the watchers and me so I don't forget? Tried to catch Dan's stream today, but I think I caught him just as he was signing off, so that was unfortunate. Stupid work meetings. Traduction in Spanish means translation, so the one in French is kind of similar. Yeah, that makes sense. I was like, pretty sure that still applies. Alessandra's streaming tomorrow and Wednesday, and also over the weekend too. Excellent. Oh, hang on one sec. Thursday morning for Penny, not the weekend. Hope to ride my bike. Yes. Love it. Yeah, I'm going to try and get this guy out of here. RB's not here to... Oh, here we go. Oh, that's not what I wanted. My cords are in the way. Get out of here. Usually RB's here to like ninja that guy out of here. Where's the thing I'm looking for? Turn on shield mode. What? Chat settings? Show. This is what I want. I turned off my icons. That's why. Silly gooses. Delete. Thank you. Can remember the right tools in the mod panel. I'm always worried that I'm going to accidentally block someone. I did that when, accidentally block someone I don't want to block. I did that a while back. We had, it's not very intuitive at all. I agree. I had someone come in and it was like making a disaster of the YouTube chat. And I'm not very good at the mod of the YouTube chat. There's not usually a lot of chatters there. And I felt really bad because I had told a lot of people, like that weekend at one of the markets, like, come, it's family friendly. And this guy was not family friendly. And I was trying to like delete everybody and I accidentally blocked, like, RB invited a friend to be on the chat. And I like super blocked him. RB had to like work some magic to unblock him. I was like, that wasn't the goal. I just was like, anything I didn't recognize was like, block. And so I get all nervous now. But that one seems to be gone, so that's good. Yeah, you guys are always like almost almost every time you guys come in, like, you guys, I don't know how you pick your colors or whatever, but like Antoine's always like a purple, and then Penny and Alessandra are always like a pink or fuchsia-ish type color. Do you get to pick your color? Because I feel like when I refresh, or if I'm like on another stream, if I refresh, my color changes if I'm in one of your chats. Although I feel like it's normally yellow, and maybe, I don't know. Do you get to pick? They're both very pinky purpley. I feel like a gradient would be like Antoine's is darker than Penny's, than Alessandra's. It's definitely, I would definitely pass as purple. Don't worry. It definitely passes for purple. I do like purple. Too fun. Alright, so I will hopefully be able to catch some of your streams this week then. I've been very bad at streams, I apologize. I've been just taroting away. Oh, you can pick it yourself. Nice. Like, I think the yellow works for me because it kind of is almost on branding for Hues and Tones and stuff. I don't recall picking yellow, but maybe my logo helped me pick my yellow. I'm not mad at it. Penny says, me too. Honestly, it's hard to balance. I hear it. There's a lot going on lately, and things are really busy. And even though I do enjoy the streams, sometimes some things just need to take a minute. I do try and pop on and say hi when I can. And now it's going to be tougher now that summer is also coming through. Like, I feel like a lot of people are inside more in the winter time. So it's okay. Everybody's got lives to do as well. That's okay. We're here when you need a hangout. Let's do that. No pressure and stress. Here for a hangout when you need it. The world's stressy enough. We don't have to be stressing our live streams. Boop, boop, boop. assuming more people will make it to the markets and buy all mine and Alessandra's stuff. There you go. Perfect. They're out shopping with us. And then we'll spread the word about our streams. And then we'll spread the word about your streams on our streams. And we'll share all our new friends. It'll be amazing. It'll be the best. Yeah. Spread the word. All the magic. All right. There we go. Okay, so we got a lot done today, actually. So we have like the shadows in here, like the big shadows. We've got our stained glass done. We finalized our line art and stuff. So the next thing will be finishing the color. I'm going to really have to think about how I want to handle the roses. I kind of want to handle them sort of like stained glass, but not with the little lines, because I really want to take advantage of that like yellow glow that comes out. So I'll probably handle those kind of like stained glass, but like make the petals be the little pieces instead of adding more to it, because I don't want them to be too busy. And then I've got to figure out what to do with this like bird wing thing, how I want to handle it, and the books and stuff. And then some more shadows. So there's still quite a bit to do with this guy. I don't know if I'll still be working on this one next week, or if I will just be powering through and have a new card for us next week. I'll see what happens. Gotta make some progress. I was saying earlier, there's 18 cards left, including this one. So like 17 and a half. Like we're almost there. I'm almost there. So we're definitely going to be making some more progress on this guy. If not, I'll be doing more sketches and everything. Like it's tarot every day. Still. It's always been tarot every day, but it's tarot really every day as we're getting into these last legs of this project. Very exciting. I'm going to keep it a mystery. I'll keep you intrigued so that you can be interested to come next week. Exactly. A cliffhanger so you can watch next Monday. Exactly. What are we going to work on? You're going to have to come and find out. Oh my goodness gracious. But I feel like what I have going on here is kind of a logical breaking point. I will let you guys go enjoy what is left of the nice, beautiful day. So everybody make sure that you check out the live streams that are going on. So I'm just finding the thing. So we've got Alessandra's on tomorrow and Wednesday, and then on the weekend as well. So make sure follow Helpful Doodles and see when she goes live. And then Penny's going to be on Thursday morning. Woohoo! But not on the weekend. I hope to do some bike riding. Okay, perfect. So definitely check those out because they're going to be a lot of fun. Follow Antoine as well on Instagram. All his music's up there. It's all excellent. So definitely check that out. And yeah, thanks for coming in. Thanks for Alessandra and Penny coming in and keeping Antoine company for a bit while I rambled on and on about the tarot plans and where we're at and all that kind of fun stuff. Yeah. So I hope you guys have an excellent rest of your week. Thanks for tuning in for a little bit. I appreciate it. And merci beaucoup pour tout. Fantastique. Sorry, I took out water. That's okay. We're wrapping up, so not to worry. So check out all the other streams. Merci pour le stream. Love it. And I'm going to be on my way out. So I'll be back next week. Same time and channel. And I will be probably doing more tarot. It's a cliffhanger, though, as to whether it'll be this card or another card or something else entirely. Who knows? We're going to be getting into book layouts and stuff, all that kind of stuff soon. There's just any number of things could be happening. So thanks for tuning in. I hope you all have a great rest of your week, and I will catch you all next week. Bye, guys.